Hi and welcome to this vlog. This is Journey with Jacqueline here. Today's Monday and my weekend, should I say, was similar, starting with taking a walk through the park to go for my swimming and becoming more intentional and really readily putting myself first in terms of self-care. I want to do something different for myself instead of dashing in and out and going shopping and coming back and filling in the time with the same routine. I find that these exercises are really getting me more grounded. Um, yeah. So here I am frying onions for the beans, and the onions do not have to be absolutely golden brown. They can be lightly golden brown, and it's really important to cook them down. You do find that the beans, or rather the onions, do disappear eventually in the beans anyway. So this is part of the reason for cooking it right down. Most of the African dishes do start with a lot of onions and tomatoes. You might have noticed me cooking a lot of dishes starting with the basis starting with onions and tomatoes. Um, I do cook other food items. There's a range of British food that I do know how to cook. However, I always kneel towards African food for the family. I hope to be bringing more dishes on this channel. If you're new here, thank you very much for watching. You're welcome here. At the back, I'm also going to fry cassava or yuca, which I had already boiled the previous day and kept back in the fridge. So all this I needed to do was to fry it. Again, yuca or cassava can be eaten boiled as well. You do not have to fry this. Um, I don't think I've tried it in the air fryer, but I don't think it turns out the way I would really like. So I wouldn't be using the air fryer for this again. I don't think it suits it very well. So that's that. The rest of the video is very much a visual, and you can make sense of what I'm really doing. I'm also cooking Calaloo, which is a Caribbean vegetable, but also found actually in Nigeria. I believe many West African countries do have Calaloo. I believe in Nigerian call it efe, if I'm not wrong. This vegetable is not new to my channel. I have cooked this vegetable before. I remember I say that I was so excited to find it because it really looked like a vegetable that I grew up eating in Uganda, that my mom used to cook. It is in a family of Aramanth, pronouncing that correctly, and yeah, it's full of nutrients. And I found that when I eat this vegetable, I honestly feel uh, I feel a difference in my body. I don't know what it is, but I think it's very rich in nutrients. I believe A and C, and believe vitamin E as well. And yeah, so I'm cooking it. I just bought it instead of spinach. Usually I'd buy frozen spinach, but I did buy frozen spinach as well. And I've also known other people to cook it with spinach as well in there. Today I'm just lightly going to saute this with onions. There we are. Um, red pepper, which is a sweet pepper, and tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. I don't think this dish will like canned tomatoes. I really don't think so. You can absolutely use it, I believe, but I believe that any African vegetable that I cook, I would like to prefer to cook them with totally fresh tomatoes if I'm adding those tomatoes in there. So thank you so much for watching up to now. My cassava is there and ready. You're welcome here. Um, I will continue cooking, and hopefully you'll be here to the end of the video to say the verdict of uh, my Calaloo. How do you cook your Calaloo? Um, yeah, so let's go. So at this point, I had sorted or of course added the Calaloo. As you can see, is coming right down, and of course it decreases in size significantly, just like most other vegetables. And here we are. It's ready. I do not like to cook this right down. I like to leave it crunchy, and that is also how much of the nutrients would be reserved. I've also got my beans, just stirring them here. They aren't ready at this point. They weren't ready, and I like to cook my beans really slowly on a slow on a slow cooker initially. Usually I do, to save time and energy, but I also then turn to cook them on the cooker to speed things up a bit. And here we are, the Calaloo served with yuca, with anything else of your choice. Of course, there's so many other dishes that could accompany this Calaloo, so many. And here's the verdict. Here it is, yuca, which is this, it's cassava. Guys, with Calaloo, which is what the Caribbeans call it. In my country, we call this umvoko. It's in the family of a range of vegetables that are similar. It's not popular and it's not common in Uganda. However, I have come to love this vegetable. I've used it several times. I've cooked it on this video with other dishes. And this is the first time I'm sauteing it with onions, tomatoes, sweet pepper, any other pepper or any other kind of vegetable that you like would probably really go well with this. Guys, it's so delicious. It's unbelievable. It just reminds me of everything home, everything African, all the fresh vegetables I grew up eating, and it's absolutely lovely. Of course, you can add a protein to this. My beans, which I showed you, are the protein. Ordinarily speaking, I wouldn't serve it with the beans. It can go with it, And of course, we also eat beans with cassava as well, either boiled or fried. Again, you can add dried fish in this as well. That's another way to do it. It's so versatile. It is so versatile a vegetable to cook. I have seen other people cook it with spinach. That's absolutely great as well. Of course, food is an art, and I think that it can just mix. You can add anything you like and anything within reason and actually get great results. It's just about creativity. So once again, here we are. Extremely tasty. I hope you try this vegetable if you've never tried it. Cook this way. I even hope that you can try it with cassava um, or yuca as it is done. This particular one is the frozen one, and here in the UK I buy it from actually Sainsbury's. A lot of people do not know that this is sold in Sainsbury's. I met somebody who didn't know, and she was asking me where I got it from in Sainsbury's. I said it's there. It's in there's a section where they've put it, where they've also put some other Asian types of foods there. So that is it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share. Have you cooked these dishes before? Have you tried this before? Or how do you cook it, where you come from? Until next time, God bless you and bye-bye.